stitched in skin, not spoken aloud. They said he's got his mother's silence and his father's shadow mouth. Used to think I'd outrun the pattern, turn the mirror to the wall, but every scream sounds just like theirs when it's echoing down the hall. Like religion, passed down like a rusted blade. Be a man means be afraid to feel, so I burn my face to light their cave. My name's just an echo with shoes on, trying not to walk like him. My future's a room with a locked door, and I'm still picking at things. This isn't poetry, it's a crime scene. Chalk lines shaped like my dreams. Tell the coroner I tried, but the ghost had better genes. It lives in you too, they said, and I believed them until now. Her trauma like couture, says fuck your help, then asks for more. Screams at the lock, then bolts the door, and somehow I still call that pure. Tone she cops, cuts like glass. I keep kissing the knife like it won't slash. She bends every truth into a trap, and I still chase her like a prayer gone bad. Tone she cops, loaded look, talks in riddles, writes in hooks. She could kill me with a second glance, and I'd write the eulogy in advance. We argue like it's theater, we fuck like broken saints. She paints her pain in neon, then blames me for the stains. She said, you're just like all the others, waiting for me to break.
I said, you already did, now watch me stay. Tone, she cops like static sin. Burns so hot I forget my skin. She pulls the pin with a casual grin, and I hold her like the blast won't win. Tone, she cops, venom grin. Somehow hell felt warm within. I gave her love like it fixed her sin. She used it up, then asked again. Do you even see me? Do you even want to? You said you'd stay, then stay. Tone of God, but spit like a devil in heat. And I still bowed because that's what you do when love feels like defeat.
It's romantic if we match. Shared a blunt, shared a breakdown, then blame me for the crash. We stitched our traumas into lullabies. Now we sing them just to sleep. But the harmony is toxic, and the verses cut too deep. I'm not her lover, I'm her crutch. She's not my peace, she's my drug. We call it passion when it's poison, but I still drink it just because. Get sick with me, bleed at the same pace, slide through your teeth with a porcelain face. If this is hell, it's our kind of grace. We kiss like collapse, then beg for space. Get sick with me, swear it's fate. We chain ourselves and call it fate. We're not in love, we're just afraid of who we'd be if we walked away. Made a church out of excuses, lit the altar with regret. Her love's a haunted needle, but I'm the one who injects. I let her carve my conscience with her fingernails and fear. She leaves a mark, then disappears, and I stay praying she'll reappear. Get sick with me, bruise and sink. Cut the cord, then find a new link. We talk like war, we touch like sin. She breaks herself and calls it a win. Get sick with me, drown in need. If pain's a promise, then we both agreed. I loved her most when she bled on me, 'cause healing meant she'd have to leave. We made madness look like art, held each other just to fall apart. She said, you make me worse, but don't you leave. And I said, I know it's why I can't breathe. We were meant to heal, we were meant to feel, and we felt like fire until we forgot how to burn. Isn't she just back in. She's hella in a slip dress with mascara dreams. Talks in loops that feel like scripture, but never quite mean what they mean. Isn't she just too much to hold? A fever wrapped in something cold. She burns through love like it's a dare, and still I swear she's almost wholly there. Isn't she just the kind you chase? A haunted hymn, a pretty waste. I tell myself it's just a phase, but God, I love her hurricane. She leaves her mind open like wounds and calls it being real. I see her swallow sadness like it's the only thing she feels. She says, don't try to fix me, just stay broken too. And I do, because being ruined together is the closest we get to truth. Isn't she just perfect in pain? Worships chaos, then begs for rain. If she cries, I call it fate. If she lies, I shift the blame. Isn't she just art that aches? A masterpiece that's self-erased. I hold her while she pulls away, and call that love like it's okay. She bleeds on me, and I feel chosen. She breaks, and I keep hoping that maybe if I love her hard enough, the cracks will start to close in. Isn't she just the perfect wreck? I wrote her name on my last breath. I shave my head just to kill the resemblance. Still see my father in the twitch of my sentence. Tried to outrun it with weed and silence, but blood always finds a path of least defiance. I broke every promise I swore I'd keep. Talked like a prophet, acted like a thief. Said I'd never be the man I feared, then found his teeth in my mirror. I laugh like him when I'm angry, lie like him when I'm scared. Care like a loaded gun and shoot it just to prove I care. Teeth in the mirror, biting back. Don't need a villain when you're wearing the mask. I curse my bloodline, then trace the map right back to myself. Now ain't that a trap? Teeth in the mirror, smile so fake. It cracks when I try to meditate. If I hate him, but I move the same, then who the fuck do I blame? I've rewritten my past so many times. Even my ghosts forget their lines. I'm a glitch in a loop that can't be cracked. A relapse disguised as a comeback. I want peace, but I feed on friction. Love her pain like it's prescription. Maybe I'm not cursed or blessed, just built for beautiful wrecks. Teeth in the mirror, grit and rot. Tried to be better, forgot what I'm not. Truth looks worse when the lights are off, and silence always talks a lot. Teeth in the mirror, bite the tongue. Say I'm healing, but just go numb. I scream forgiveness into my fist, but I never quite know whose it is. My mom cried when I raised my voice, said you sound just like him. I almost apologize, but the damage already did. I become the man I swore to outrun. I become the mouth that made me numb. I become the sound I tried to shun. I become minds a lobotomy, wrapped in dopamine and tragedy. We scroll like we're sedated and call that shit humanity. Cloud chasing profits on every app, fake deep quotes with the Gucci tag, opinions sold in plastic wrap, and we still eat it like it's fact. Talk is cheap, so is thought. We burn our books and call it God. Respect is dead and manners rot, while billionaires just buy the plot. We're getting dumber every day, dancing in decay, watching truth dissolve, while memes replace the pain. Dumber every day, plugged in, tuned out. Say I'm just vibing while the ship goes down. The teachers quit, the kids don't read, the leaders lie, the cops just bleed. The planet screams, we selfie that, then filter it to hell and back. We trade real rage for gifs and trends, call strangers fam but lose our friends. We cancel gods and worship brands, then wonder why it's out of hand. We're getting dumber every day, proud of how we stray. Say it's just a joke as we choke on the display. Dumber every day, call it freedom, call it choice, but there's poison in our
She said you talk like the hero in your head, but outside your mouth it's all regret. And she's not wrong. I dress my guilt in metaphors and call that death. I leave when it matters, show up when it's safe. Say I love you, but watch it break. I want to change, but not enough to stop the parts that fuck it up. You think I'm deep? Nah, I'm just scared. I drown the truth and call it rare. I wear my flaws like armor and wonder why she's never there. I leave me too, I talk in loops, promise skies but bring typhoons. I want love but only give proof that every version of me still ruins the room. I leave me too, before the rot sets in, before the mask falls off and the storm begins. She saw my core and still let me in. I call that mercy but it was a sin. I sabotage my quiet and beg for peace. Cut her down and blame the breeze. Say I'm healing as I bleed and tell her stay but never please. I'm good at ghosting while I'm present, disappearing in the sentence. Say it's trauma, yeah, whatever, but pain don't make you clever. I leave me too, before I do, before my silence turns into proof, before I guess like the truth and make her feel like she's the brood. I leave me too, if I loved her right, if I knew what was right and not just fight, if I meant anything I write, I'd let her go and fade from sight.
If I really loved you, I wouldn't ask you to stay.
I found my face in my father's frown and my mother's silence in my sound. I said I'm different, then followed the script like it was written in my wrists. History's not in books, it's in the look I give when I flinch, in the way I apologize for simply being, in the way I burn love and call it meaning. They said you can break the chain, but no one told me how heavy it gets when you drag it through your own regret. The pattern bleeds through every vow I swore I'd never make out loud. It stains my sleep, it shapes my need. I thought I healed, but it still feeds. The pattern bleeds into my name, into my wants, into my shame, into the hands I swore were clean, but all they do is rinse, repeat. I've hurt the ones who love me most, not with fists, but with the ghost of who I was and who I swore I'd bury, but still keep close. I see the loops in every kiss, the scripts beneath each tenderness, the trigger words, the practice cry. like I exist. This is not me, but it's inside me. This is not fate, but it still guides me. This is not love, but it looks like it, feels like it, hurts like it. I thought I was drowning, but maybe I'm the sea. I thought I was healing, but the pattern bleeds through me.
to think I needed healing, but maybe I just need momentum. No one's coming, no one's staying. The future's here, it's not waiting. Here's to you.